Oh, hi, hello YouTube, my name is Cody and I will be trying to show in this video how I use this GitHub thread uh, to make my Windows with a Bluetooth adapter to emulate a joycontrol enabled to run Amiibo files from the Windows to the Switch. And I'm not a native English speaker. I will be speaking slowly, so holding there. I'm sorry, but this is like the sixth time I'm recording this. I recorded the same thing. I tried to record the same thing in Japanese, and now I'm trying to record the same thing in English, but I always do some mistake and I will need to redo all the video again because I'm not using any editing tools. I'm just pausing and then pausing the recording. So, first of all, open this thread at your PC and you'll be getting this GitHub thread open at your Windows. Then you'll be needing to go and download the ISO image, and I will be using this X Ubuntu 20.04 dash desktop dash. This is not a dash. This is I forget how it in English. Minus desktop and blah blah blah. And by the way, this method you need to use a virtual machine in your Windows. So first of all, to use a virtual machine in your Windows, you need to allow in your BIOS settings to your computer to have a virtual machine inside your physical machine. Inside your desktop, you'll be having another virtual desktop. And to allow that, you need to enter your BIOS and change your settings. I will be not explaining how to do this in this video because I'm actually don't understand very well neither, and it changes from platform to platform. I mean, like if you have an Asus motherboard, it will be different from if you have Dell or Intel motherboard. And it's better if you just Google it, how to enable a virtual machine in your BIOS. In my case, was an Asus BIOS, but it's better if you just Google it, and then you'll be downloading the virtual machine software. In this case, I'll be using this Oracle VirtualBox 6.1.6. And I will be using this ISO image from Linux Ubuntu, X Ubuntu, I don't know how to read that. And I will be using just Diamond tools to mount the ISO to a virtual drive in my machine, but you can use either way that you know how to use an ISO file. You can Google that too. Sorry to not put in too much effort in this part of the video. But let's continue. So you'll be installing it, then at the virtual, you'll be opening the virtual machine software, the virtual box. Then you'll be getting this screen, and from this screen on, I will be using screenshots to show how to do the settings, because why I'm using screenshots, because there's a possibility that it shows some extension files that I don't want to show at the internet, because it's my personal computer. And so the way I cannot make any mistakes, it's using screenshots. So you'll be clicking new, then you'll be selecting the name of your virtual machine, the folder you want your virtual machine files to be in, then type, you will be choosing Linux, then version, version, you'll be choosing Linux 2.6 slash 3.x slash dash, I don't know anymore, 4.x 64 bits. Sorry if you have a 32-bit system, but I don't know how to do it in 32 bits. But then, besides this first memory size that I changed from 1024 to 4096, you don't need to change anything at all. I don't know if I really needed to change these settings, but I changed just by my comfort. But most than the recommended size, memory size, so I don't believe you really need to change this. But after that, all I did is going by default, create a virtual hard disk now, create, then VirtualBox disk image, next, dynamic allocated, next, then create. Then with your new virtual machine created, you'll be needing to mount your ISO image. In my case, I mounted it to the drive 8 at my computer. So when I start the virtual machine, I need to select where is my Linux ISO file. So in my case, it was drive 8. Sorry. Then you will be loading. Then you will be choosing try X Ubuntu. And then you'll be getting this little desktop that it's actually not the real size, it's a little smaller, but you can get the point. You'll be getting this virtual machine desktop. This is a Linux virtual machine desktop. Then you'll be closing this message, so you can see at the top bar that you don't have the Bluetooth enabled. In my case, I need to go to devices, USB, and choose my USB adapter here, so I can get the Bluetooth enabled in my virtual machine, like I have in here. Then you will be doing a right click on the desktop. In here, I didn't take a screenshot of that, but I recommend you open the web browser, applications and web browser. Then you open in here in your virtual machine the GitHub thread from that. Just type down this link, it's simpler. Then you'll be mostly copying and pasting the commands itself. It's around those commands. And then you'll be going and you'll be selecting open terminal here. Then just go copy and paste it, each code at a time. So you go the first code, then you'll be getting a lot of messages, all in white, wait until you get this green and blue again. When you get this green and blue again, go and type or paste the next one, next command. Then you'll be going one each of a time. This one, the second one, the third one. The second and the third one, they take a while. Just wait until you get your green and blue message again. The second one, the second call command, I believe it takes more than 5 minutes at my machine, but it can be different in yours. But then you go with this pretty big line of command, but just copy and paste and wait until it ends. Then you go to the next command and the next command. This command, when you type it down, when you press enter, you get like nothing, just back at the green and blue message again. If you don't get an error message in here, you are okay. So just go to the next command line. And by the way, looking at here, this is around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th command line you'll be putting in. After this one, you wait until it's ended. Then at the GitHub thread, you can go almost all the way to the end of it, and you'll be starting at the CD joycontrol. From here now, I will be doing at the same time. Yeah, just let me close this one. Then I'll be doing at the same time in here. So I'll be pasting this one down. Then the blue, where is desktop, right down. It will now be joycontrol right down. Then you will be copying this sudo python 3 dot dash run underline control blah blah blah. When you put this down, oh sorry, when you put this down, you press enter. Then your virtual machine will be trying to connect you with your switch and will be asking for you to put your switch and change grip order. So I'll be doing that, and I will be, from now on, I will be showing the switch screen and the virtual machine screen at the same time. Just wait. Okay, I'm back. So I just put my switch at the change controller order screen, change grip order menu, and I'll be pushing down. Then at this screen, you need to wait. You need to wait a while, but I don't know how to do this faster. But I know if you wait, it will be eventually connecting to the switch and will be recognizing the controller as a Pro controller, a Joy-Con Pro controller at the switch. So you just put it on that screen and it will take a while, around 1-2 minutes, I believe. In the meanwhile, you can go to your emails and email yourself. From your computer, you can email yourself with the Amiibo files, and you can open from the Internet Explorer the Firefox or the internet browser at your virtual machine and download then at your virtual machine. In this case, I already did this. I have in here 3 Amiibo card files at my download folder. So I will be using those Amiibo files to show how I did this. Okay, so I'm still waiting until it will connect. I'm not sure how the virtual machine and the switch interact with each other, so I don't know how to explain how much time you need to wait, how you can make this faster, but I know this works, so I will just be waiting until it connects. And it should be soon. But if it's taking too while and you want to try to redo this process, this last code message, you can just press Ctrl plus C and we'll be forcing the command to stop. We'll be forcing the command to shut down. So you can just go and rewrite the last code line, command line down and press enter again. And this should be doing things go smoothly. Probably, but I'm not sure actually. But since I take a while to go and put the switch of this change group order screen, I'll be trying to do that right now. I'll be pushing down Ctrl and C, and this will be shutting down the last command. Then I'll be pushing up at the Ctrl key, and I'll be pushing enter again. So it will be trying again to connect with the switch, and I will be waiting again. I hope this time it will be faster, but fingers crossed. That's all I can do. By the way, in the meanwhile, let's explain how you can control how are the commands that you can use to use your control with commands in the switch. After all the loading and connecting ends, you will be getting a CMD message. At this CMD, you can just push down like A, B, or typing home or capture, and it will be like you're pressing those buttons at the virtual control. It takes so much that the screen just faded down. Wow. Why when I'm recording a video it takes all that long? But I'm still good in time. It's still under 20 minutes. It'll be under 30, I hope. I'll be waiting a little more. If nothing changes, I'll be pausing the recording and trying to re-enter the change group order screen. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna try to redo the switch and the command. I'll try to make my best and make them at the same time. So wait a minute. Okay, I'm trying to do it almost at the same time to see how it goes. So enter in there. So please open the change group order. So change group order. And I hope now this is will take around 1-2 minutes. At least it should take around that. Last time I did take a while. Take around that. Not too much. And the Amiibo files, when you load it, it's not like you have an Amiibo file, Amiibo card touching your virtual control all the time. And when your switch, when inside your game or at the switch, he looks for a Amiibo card. If you do not put this command down, Amiibo, and where your file, Amiibo file are, and the Amiibo file name is, you will be getting an error message, a little annoying error message to be specific. So just remember, before you go to where your game asks for you to touch your Amiibo to your controller, put your command down, this Amiibo. In my case, it's not the home, it's downloads, but while we are waiting to the controller to connect to the switch, I will be showing how you can just copy down where your file is and write down your file name. But if your file name is too long or it's too complicated, just to avoid misses, you can start to write down your file name at here at your address bar. And for example, I have 188 and 196. I want the 196, so I'll be choosing 196, and this I will be choosing all of this, and I will be copying it down. And it's taking more than it should be taking. I don't know why. By the way, normally when I do this, my switch is on the in Japanese. I don't know if this affects anything or doesn't affect nothing. I don't know, but it's one of the variables that is different right now. Hmm. Is that be the reason why it's not connecting? I don't know, but it's really taking more than it should. It's already around 6 minutes, I think. 4 minutes. Almost 5 minutes. It should take 1 or 2 minutes. So I'm gonna pause this recording again and trying to redo the last steps. See if it goes faster. Okay, I don't know why, but this time was almost like immediately at the same time that I write it down, it started to trying to connect to the switch, and it's kind of having a few problems to connect, but you can see there's like a full black controller. This is a good sign. It's making the connections necessary between the switch and the virtual machine. After this set player lights stops, you can start to write down your inputs for the controller. Uh, just to be sure that it ended, I will be pressing enter once, and it should be showing this CMD down, and I can start to write down, like press A button once. The first input you choose, it will be taking a while, that's normal. Then I will be pressing B once, and I will be pressing home. So it will be going back to my game, to the game. In this case, I'm playing Animal Crossing and I'm at the photo studio. So before I press down when the switch asks for a Amiibo card to be touching the controller, I will be writing down the code that I said before, Amiibo, and I will be just pasting the where my Amiibo file is and my Amiibo file name, in this case 196, and I'll be pressing enter. There's no error message, so it's virtually okay. Then I will be pressing down. That should be popping up like when you see an Amiibo near the NFC touch. So I'll be pressing A. That's okay. Since I already have like my virtual Amiibo card to my virtual Amiibo controller, it will be immediately showing up my Amiibo at the photo studio. So I want to go back once, so I'll be pressing B, and I want to change the Amiibo to another one. So I'll be pasting again, just like you can see how it goes. So my file names are really simple, so it's not too difficult to just write it down. So that was 196. I'll be trying 188. 188 point bin, and there's no error message, so I'm okay, and I'll be going press down again. So it should pop up another Amiibo, and there is Akan, I think. The name in Japanese, it's the name that I'm used to it. It's Nairu in Japanese. I don't know. And I'll be pressing B. And since I already do all the Amiibo readings that I wanted, I actually have one more file, but I will be not reading that. I can press exit. I can write down exit and press enter. Then the controller will be virtually disconnected, so I can go back to my normal controller and be playing like I normally play. And that's it. That's how you can use your Windows and a virtual machine to emulate a Joy-Con controller for the Switch, a Switch controller, and use your backup files or your Amiibo card files to read Amiibos at your game. In this case, I'm doing Animal Crossing, and this is not really my character. Before you just think, oh, you just dressed like a magical girl. That's not really my character. This is just a secondary character. But that's it. That's how you can get amiibos from your Windows or your Linux using, if you have a Bluetooth adapter and you find how to doing the setup for your BIOS, you can have virtually any amiibo at your games. If you have the files and you have the patience and your virtual machine cooperates, you'll be okay. If you have any questions, don't write it down because I will probably don't know how to answer, but you can go to what was that? You can go to the GitHub and ask your questions there. People will be more inclined to answer that down than me because I'm not really an expert about that and I don't know how to troubleshooting almost anything. So I hope you like this video. It is longer than it will need to be, but I'm sorry for that. And I hope you have a nice play session. So have a nice day and see ya. Bye bye.